What's going on, guys? Chuck here with another awesome Blu-ray purchase. Today is the big one. This is a pre-order. Actually, not really a pre-order because I ordered it just in time from Scream Factory, and it just arrived today. And that is let me pull this out here. Let me show you. This is what came. This big box has already been opened up, obviously. But it was the Night of the Demons Trilogy set. Of course, the original on 4K, and then the other two sequels on Blu-ray. It's funny. I said it wasn't quite a pre-order. Initially, I did pre-order the set, but I ordered them from Amazon just to diss themselves. I wasn't. I mean, there was so many bundles. There was like 2 or 3 different bundles I think you could get for Night of the Demons, and I wasn't sure I really want to get all the bells and whistles. I did definitely want to get the movies. I love Night of the Demons, one of my favorite 80s horror films. It was a no-brainer to get this once they announced it in 4K, and to get the sequels was really cool too. What kind of turned around, because I eventually I ended up canceling my Amazon order and went with the order from Scream Factory Direct. And why was that? Well, the nice thing about Amazon is when you place an order, of course, they don't charge you until they actually ship it out, which is fine. That's great. Gives you time to have leeway. Whereas, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, they charge you right away. Of course, the thing was that, I realized at the time when they were going to release the Amazon was going to release the movies, so one may charge, and it was going to be kind of huge at the time. I think I was ready for it. But this a little bit cheaper than the Amazon, or excuse me, than the Scream Factory bundle. But I got it in installments. I was able to, get the same thing with a little more. I got like the minimum package, I guess you will, from Scream Factory, for about $100, give or take, taxes and all that. And like I said, I'm able to make it in installments, so it was a little bit easier on the wallet, a little more flexible, if you will. So I decided to go with that instead. And I just ordered it a couple days ago, and as soon as I ordered it, I didn't realize that these were shipping out so soon, because I know the release date was still a couple weeks away. I didn't realize we were in that like 2-week pre-release window that Scream Factory usually ships stuff out. And so when I placed the order, within a couple hours, I got noticed that it was already marked for shipping, and I got it within like 4 days. So cool. I was able to get everything. It just arrived today. So let's take a quick look at it. So first off, like I said, it came here in this nicely packed box, and I said I got the minimum bundle. It was all wrapped up in a nice Shout Factory paper, and the discs were all in there, lined up, and it came. Here's the posters. I have not opened this up yet. I probably should. Hold on one second. I got a sneeze coming. False alarm. So here is, like I said, the poster roll. And from the looks of it, it looks like there's 6 posters in here, one for each cover variation. I have not opened it up because really, if I unroll them, I've got nowhere to put them right now, and I still want to shove them all back in there. Although I probably should open them up just to make sure everything's good, which I'm sure it is. Yeah, there's a lot of posters in here. They're all taped up. I'm not going to unroll them because that's going to be a mess right now. But they all are here. Edges look a little dinged. Not too bad, though. From what I can tell, it's manageable. From the horror stories I've heard, posters, and I've never had any problems with any posters I've gotten from Scream Factory, which I don't do it too often. It's only select releases I'll bring for that. And the ones I've gotten have been, I've been lucky with. So these look like they're all intact. Eventually, I'm gonna unravel these, if you will, and take a look at them. But right now, for the fact that I've got nowhere to really put them or do anything with them right now, they're gonna stay safe in here. But again, it's just I do love that this is something that Scream does now. Putting the labels of the poster so you know what is actually in the poster roll. I know earlier on they just had this and they didn't tell you what was in it. So I have a couple rolls of posters. I'm not sure whether they were to open them up. So this is nice to know. Hey, okay, this has all these Night of the Demons posters in them. So that's cool. Okay, for the main event, we've got, starting off, the 4K edition of Night of the Demons. And again, this is a movie I absolutely love. Goes back to my childhood. I believe this came out around 85, memory serves, which put me about 10 years old. This is one that was on cable a lot. Friends knew it. I promise it had nothing to do with Linnea Quigley. It had a lot to do with Linnea Quigley. But still, overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a fun movie. It's not, it's the thing itself too serious. It's not like it's, I don't know how to put it. It's 80s horror. It's fun. The demons are great. The effects are awesome. Linnea Quigley's hot. Amelia Kincaid as Angela, is great. This is really cool. I just really enjoy this film a lot. It's been a favorite of mine. Like I said, I bought the original Scream Factory release of this many years ago. I think it was probably one of the earliest releases. When this announced they're going to release this in 4K, I jumped on it right away. And I'm not really been much into upgrading too many of the Scream Factory re-releases that they put in 4K. Only a few that I've done. And in most cases, if I got a 4K of their older titles, because I didn't have the original title to begin with. But if I've got a Blu-rays, it's only a select few I've done, like my favorite films. And this is one of them. And I'm so glad. But on top of that was to get the sequels with it. But first, another thing that's great about this release is all the special features. Now, what Scream Factory's been doing with their re-release of, you take a look at those real quick and freeze frame those. But what Scream Factory's doing a lot with these 4K re-releases is basically they're just releasing the same special features that their original releases had. So only you're really getting is a 4K restoration and a new slipcover or whatever. But as far as special features, everything's the same. This is different. You've actually got all the original features from that 4K, but they've actually added new stuff on here. You've got a new See You in Hell interview with writer-producer Joe Augustine. New Coffins and Contortions interview with actor Jill Terashita. New The Halloween Party work print, which is cool. A new The Halloween Party alternate title card. So that's all new stuff that's on here, along with all the other original special features from the old Blu-ray, audio commentaries, making of, interview with Amelia Kincaid, all that great stuff. All on here. Plus, I believe, both of these are the uncut versions. So, disc 1 4K, disc 2 Blu-ray uncut. Now, the disc, same theatrical artwork, which is another thing I've been kind of bummed about, I guess, with the Scream Factory 4Ks releases, is that their older titles used to have alternate artwork, which is really cool, original artwork. But they pretty much just been going with the original poster art, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I do like the original poster art for films, but I've always thought it was kind of cool to have, the slipcover maybe have an alternate artwork, and I would put the original poster art in the to display on the sleeve. So they kind of stopped doing that, at least with their 4Ks. But we'll get to that in a minute. Open this up, and here you have your 4K and your Blu-ray. Nice. That was a little tough to open up. But so there, the Night of the Demons 4K Collector's Edition. Now, along with this, they came the sequels, which is really cool. Including, for the first time, I believe, on Blu-ray ever, Night of the Demons 2. This movie I've only seen once, and I actually saw it in the theater when it came out. And I don't remember a whole lot about it, honestly. I do remember I liked it, but I can't remember too much about it, and I really need to check it out again. And it's funny enough, as I did have the original, I do have a Blu-ray copy. It's not the first time Blu-ray. I do apologize if I said that. I do have like an Olive Films release of this Blu-ray. I never got to watch it though. I really should have took care of that. Like I said, I haven't seen it since the initial run in the theater. And this disc only had one special feature, and that's an audio commentary. So, Screen Factory with this release has put out a whole bunch of special features for this. So this is really cool. You can see all that right there, including a new audio commentary with cast members Christy Harris, Jennifer Rose, Johnny Moran, and Darren Heems. You have a new Tale of Two Demons. Director Kevin S. Tenney and Brian Trenchard Smith discuss their entries in the Demon Trilogy. Trick or Treat Sucker, interview with actor Amelia Kincaid. So they're talking to her again. Red Curls and Screams, interview with actor Christy Harris. A Sequel with Guts, interview with producer Jeff Jeffrey. Dailies of the Demon, an hour of dailies from the set. So that's kind of neat. And Night of the Demons 2 work print with alternate scenes, extended scenes, deleted scenes, and then you have a behind the scenes photo gallery. So all this is new special features that, again, this old Olive Films Blu-ray had none of this. This is all really cool new stuff. So, this is a good, really nice new Blu-ray released from Screen Factory that I really haven't seen in a while, as they've been pumping out a lot of 4K re-releases of their older catalog titles. So this is really nice. Again, original art, slipcover, the same. And this is only a one-discer, but so there's the image there, and you've got, here's your little back of the slip. So they went all out with this trilogy. It's really cool. And last, and this is one I have not seen, and that is Night of the Demons 3. I know nothing about this film. I've never seen it. I remember hearing about it. I don't know if I ever saw it in a video store or not when it came out. So this will be interesting to pick up. I haven't really heard anything about it at all. I think the few things I may have heard from some people is it's not been favorable. But nevertheless, so here you are. And I do believe this is probably the first time this has been put on Blu-ray. And again, this is a thing with load of special features. You have a new audio commentary with director Jimmy Kaufman, moderated by film historian Greg Van Abler. Audio commentary with writer Kevin S. Tenney and special effects artist Roy Neerim, I'm assuming. Third time's a charm. Interview with Jimmy Kaufman. One Hell of a Writer. Interview with Kevin S. Tenney. Going Up North. Interview with producer Jeff Jeffrey. Angela's Up to Her Old Tricks. Interview with actor Amelia Kincaid. So it's great they get her on each one of these, because she's like the one through line for all these movies. She's the one actress or actress that's appeared and continues all throughout the films, as far as I know. At least she's the lead. Let's see. And you have an alternative director's cut on here, with a completely different version of the film with extended and cut scenes, which are in standard definition, and much more. So I think it's cool with these two that they've got alternate or work print. Actually, all three. I think the first one had a work print also. So there's alternate cuts of these films, along with high definition and then original film 4K versions of the film. So Screen Factory really went all out with this trilogy, and it's great that it's getting this kind of love. I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy that to dive into these special features and check all this out, and I'm so thrilled. And also, the last thing we got here were the alternate slipcovers. That's what I was talking about, where a lot of the 4Ks releases from Screen Factory were basically just they weren't providing any new artwork for slipcovers like the original run of titles was doing. The 4Ks is pretty much strictly original poster art, and that's it. No alternative. However, they've started doing, with a few titles, putting these bundles where you can get these alternative slips with those. That's a mixed bag, though, I gotta admit. While it's nice to have that, I really don't see why you want to put out multiple slipcovers for a film. At least like without buy the film with this slipcover or buy the film with this slipcover, as opposed to buy the film with a slipcover and you have this extra slipcover with it. So you have this extra slipcover lying around, don't know what to do with. That's I don't know if I like that. It'd been better if they gave you the option to buy the film with the alternate slipcover, or the original slipcover, whichever, instead of just they all coming with, the like I said, this, and you have to get this by stuff. You can't buy the movie with this included or whatever. I don't like that because then you get all these extra slipcovers that you just don't know what to do with. So it's like I said, it's a mixed bag. I like it because I like having the original artwork. That's one thing I liked about this is the original Scream Factory release of Night of Demons, and you had this original artwork, and then sitting on the reverse, I had the original poster. So this is what I like to do for these, and that's with this one, you just basically it's the same thing as we talked about, but I liked having that kind of displaying the best of both worlds, if you will. Maybe it makes me a little greedy, I don't know, but nevertheless, we got these. So I have not opened these yet. Let's take a look. So I don't really know what the other two look like, because I can't remember what they look like on the Scream Factory site and the ads. So let me, maybe these are in here really snug. I want to be really, really careful. If I can, there we go. Also, first, we also have this little one more goodie before I get into the slipcovers. Let's take a look at this extra goodie. Maybe I should probably pre-plan this, huh? So you've got, oh, right. It's a nice little, sorry with that, little prism sticker, which is another thing that, Scream Factory's been doing a lot lately, is putting out these little prism stickers. This is kind of cool. I don't know. I don't really have anything to do with that. I mean, I will get to my daughter. She likes this kind of stuff. I think she'll think it's cute. She knows this image very well, because I do have a mini poster hanging up of Night of the Demons. It's autographed by Linnea Quigley, and my daughter sees it all the time, and she's very fascinated by it, and she really likes that. So maybe I'll give that to her, and she'll think it's cool. Okay, so now let's take a look at the alternate slipcovers. So go back to the 4K original slipcover, and here you have the alternate they provide, which I do like this. That is really cool. I think here's your original Night Demon slipcover from the original Blu-ray. I think I like this one a lot better, this image, especially because even though I love Linnea Quigley, it's good to have Angela up front and center on this one, as opposed to on this original one they put Linnea Quigley up front. On the back end, you've got the gruesome visage of Angela. I kind of wish that we had the special features listed on the back, but it's okay. I know that's, again, a collector's thing. So for Night of the Demons 2, here's the image of that. That's pretty cool. These are great. I like these. And in the back, you've got your nun. I remember her vaguely from the film. And again, these are not, I kind of just wish, where I like the image, I think it's cool. Again, these are supposed to be, I don't know, specialty slips as opposed to just a standard slip. I kind of wish they had the specs on the back like these, so, they can make it more interchangeable. Again, it doesn't matter, because, when you pop them out, the disc has got, all the stuff on there too. So I'm really picking nits, as they say. But that's me. And then finally, you have the alternate Night of the Demons 3 slip. I'm not sure about that one, because, again, I haven't seen it, so I have nothing to really compare it to. But it's interesting. Looks a little creepy, a little weird, a little disgusting. This back image, though, whew, that's something. I might really have to check this movie out. So there you have the alternate slips for all three films. Now, the question becomes what I do with the slips. Part of me is actually thinking I may go ahead and use these slips on the discs as opposed to the original ones. I don't know, because I like having the specs in the back to be able to read it, but I do like the new artwork. And again, it goes back to that, my original mentality, what I liked with the original Scream Factory releases, having that alternate slipcover artwork and then popping out and having, there's your original poster art on the disc sleeve. And again, like I said, I could have the specs on here, if not on the back. It's not that really a big a deal. First world problems, if you will. It's just a matter of, how do you want to display them? Personal preference is what it comes down to. That and what do I do with these extra slips? Where do I put these? It's a problem I try to avoid. I don't really have I don't have like a lot of extra slip covers. I think I have like one, and it goes back to last year, Vinegar Syndrome, and I got the Invisible Maniac, and I got that the April Fool's slip, the translucent slip cover, which ended up being the lenticular cover with Savannah getting naked. Obviously, I can't display that. I've got it up here. I don't know. Actually, I'm not going to show it, but I'll show you the back of it. So I do have like this hanging out here because I don't know what to do with it. It's fun to look at. No clothes, clothes. No clothes, clothes. But I don't. It's not on the disc because you want to pop it out and just. I don't know. It's not what I want to display. So that's the only one I have like that. So now I'm going to have a case of 3 extra ones. I'll put them somewhere. Maybe I'll do a thing where, 1 year I'll flip them this. The next year I'll do this. Like I'm going to get that, meticulous. Honestly, I think I will probably go with these because I like, this original art. And like I said, the poster art will still be on the actual sleeve of the case itself. So, anyway, that is it for this Night of the Demons Trilogy Collector's Edition set bundle from Scream Factory, including original Night of the Demons on 4K, which again, really excited about. One of my favorite 80s horror films. Absolutely love this movie. And I'm so glad to get this set. Like I said, I only had the first 2, and I hadn't seen the second one since its original run. I've never seen it. There was some fine time to pop it, sit here and throw them in and have a nice Night of Demons trilogy viewing, especially with Halloween coming up, because this is a great Halloween film. Because it takes place on Halloween. It's one I'll usually watch around Halloween time, or I think it's just perfect. As far as the remake, let's talk about that for a second. Of Night of the Demons. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I know I've heard some people say they really like it a lot. I don't know. I didn't care for Edward Furlong. It was nice to see Linnea Quigley kind of, have a nice cameo in there, but the story is kind of the same, but the rapey rapey demons, where do you get aliens from? Being the way to possess your victims, that seemed a little too much for me. Not that I'm against that kind of thing. I mean, you guys know my history. I've been weird, sleazy stuff, but overall, the tone of the film I think was just a little too much and maybe too over the top, goofy. Or maybe I'm just no curmudgeon. I don't know. I just didn't care for it that much. And again, it could just be that I just love the original way too much to, see anything that could come close to topping that in my mind. But again, it's all personal preference and opinion. What do I know? So there's my thoughts on that. Quick and easy. All right, so that is it. If you enjoyed this, click thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you picked up this bundle from Screen Factory, whatever bundle you picked up. 'Cause I know there was like, I think 2 or 3 bundles, higher tier, more expensive, with all kinds of. I think one came with a pin set. Um, I think this one was the lowest tiered bundle. I believe it was only like $100, and it was just the slip covers and the poster and the sticker, which is pretty nice. And I said, I know the next. I don't know if there was 1 or 2 more bundles. I know the other bundle had all this stuff plus the pins, and there might have been someone in the middle. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the Screen Factory's thing now, is releasing these 3 or 4 different bundles, and it's a lot. I don't know if usually I don't really go for that. It's kind of pre-order from Amazon because I don't need all that stuff. But actually I made an exception for this because I do love this movie so much, and I was able to pay in installments. Yeah. Anywho, or just say hi. I will always take hi. So until next time, this is Chuck saying I will see you on the other side.